money, 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 money. We need to talk about money. We really, 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 really need to talk about money, and for reals, for real. Like money, money, not prosperity, not abundance. We need to talk about money, not even wealth. We need to talk about money. So you guys know I'm a human design projector, and I have tens of thousands of women in my group coaching and digital courses, and here on my YouTube channels and Telegram communities, Instagram, all the places. And I'm noticing a very interesting trend. The trend is that powerful, loving, driven, high achieving, open-hearted, I will change the freaking planet with my eyes closed and my hands tied behind my back women are throwing around words like prosperity and abundance and wealth because they haven't actually owned money. And hear me out, because at the surface it seems like, oh, I'm so spiritually attuned. I'm such a spiritual person because I'm talking about abundance. I'm not about the money, I'm about the abundance. I'm not about the money, like not the petty money, I'm about prosperity. Or money is for peasants, I'm all about wealth. But babe, if you're using those words because you really haven't owned all of your shadows and all of your lessons and all of your brilliance and gifts around money, then that is spiritual bypassing at its best. Now you may be thinking, well, Mina, you use words like prosperity and abundance. Yes, because I have no problem with money. I have no problem getting money, giving money, receiving money, making money, creating money, manifesting money. None of it. So when I think about abundance and prosperity and wealth, money is already included in there. But what I'm noticing, and I've called my own clients out on this repeatedly, like it keeps coming up, and that's why I'm bringing this up to the collective, because this is annoying me. I want you to actually have money like in your purse. I want you to have money in your purse. I want you to have money in your bank account. I want you to have money in savings. I want you to have money in investments. I want you to have money in your real estate. Not just mortgage. Like I want you to have like money in your home. Like asset. Not just everything is mortgaged out. I want you to have money coming in all the time. I want you to have money when you're sleeping. I want your ideas, like even your bubble baths are turned into like $1 million ideas, because you're not tiptoeing around money by talking about freaking abundance, talking about prosperity. And how I know that you're spiritually bypassing over money is when I ask you, what the hell does prosperity mean? What does that mean? And when I see you dance around, when I see you get all up in a pretzel, your money beliefs are showing. Your money limiting beliefs are showing. You can't just jump to prosperity and abundance and wealth if you have distortions around money. Okay, so let's talk about why are we so afraid of money. So first of all, obviously, like I said, it's new. We're new to money, right? Like this is not something that we have like a lot of epigenetic history with. The other reason is I'm just kind of like tapping into the things I've seen in my community, and I'm out and about, so I don't have a place to write down my notes. I'm just gonna riff it. But one is that if I have money, then I will have to XYZ. And this could be, I'll have to help all my family members. I will have to move someone in with me. I will have to there's always like this like XYZ, this like price to pay, or like something bad will happen. And here's the thing. We're so afraid to set boundaries that we would rather jeopardize having like millions of dollars. Like think about, like, it's not logic, obviously, right? Like that's why inner work, you can't do it mentally. It's inner work. It's like from the neck down, because it's not logic, right? Like if you really think about it, when I coach women, I'm like, well, if you had that kind of money and someone needed help, like you could buy them a house. Like, oh, right. And not that you have to, you could also just have boundaries. you could also like see them as capable, just like you are capable. Like you could see them in their power, just like you are in power. Just because you have money doesn't mean that you have to say yes to everyone or you have to pay for everyone, but you could if you wanted to. So either way, like more money doesn't equal more problems. That actually, like, let me tell you something. I've been in situations in my life in seasons where I had no money, like not even to buy food. And then I've had millions of dollars. And let me tell you, even in situations of extreme grief where I lost family members, like I lost my mom, I lost my dad, like money can't bring them back. But even in those extreme situations, they were all easier because of money. Like every situation that I've been in my entire life, and I've been through a lot, in the highs and lows, in the goods and bad, it was always easier to have money than to not have money. So that's one that holds women back, is like that, oh, then I'm not going to be able to like I can't barely hold on to my boundaries now. If I have more money, then people will take advantage of me. But it's like in the process of earning more money will help you also have better boundaries. So you'll just learn to say no. And if you wanted to give, then you would have more to give back to. Okay, so let's just like put that to rest. Number 2 is that somehow making money or having a lot of money will unleash like more problems, right? Like if you have more money, then that means you have more clients, and then you have more client issues, right? Or if you are working so much right now, if you have more money, that means that you'll have to work more. And here's the thing. The consciousness, the process, the capacity of unlocking more money actually resolves all those problems. So another way of saying this, those problems exist on this plane of existence where you have these problems and this level of money. In the timeline, in the paradigm where you have more money, those problems do not exist. Because like in the example with the clients thing, when you are actually charging your worth, when you're charging your worth, you're making more money, you have more profit, so you can hire more support. So you don't have more client problems, you have less because you have more support, right? Also, when you're charging your worth, you attract different types of clients. You attract people in their power, and not people that are disempowered that you think you have to like charge less for and pull them up with you, right? Like the energetic match of that attracts a certain level of buyer. And the energetic, the energetic match of I'm in my power, you're in your power, let's do this, attracts a different type of buyer. So do you notice that the problems that exist on this paradigm where you are not making your worth, you can't take them with you. So your problems don't compound, they go away. They go away. You unlock a different way of being with money. So do you see that when we dance around words like abundance and prosperity, we're missing all of this really essential inner work, which then, surprise, surprise, unlocks abundance and prosperity in our life. Because how big is your life right now? Like how tuned in, turned on are you right now when these little issues in your subconscious are saying, if I have more money, then like people will take advantage of me. You know, if I have more money, if I have more clients, then like I'm not going to be able to manage that. Like, no, your capacity for everything will expand, and a lot of those problems you will outgrow. They won't exist on that paradigm. And even if they did, you'd have more resources, both energetic, spiritual, emotional, physical, and money wise, to be able to resolve them. And that's the process, that's the game. Okay, another one, and this was definitely one of mine, is that I will make a mistake. I'll lose it all. If I work so hard and get all this money, then I won't know how to handle it and I'll make a mistake. And the reason that a lot of women, including me, had this is because at some point where we did make a lot of money or make some amount of money, and then we didn't know how to manage it, we mismanaged it, and when we made stupid decisions and we lost all that money. And now we're carrying that shame for the rest of our existence and not realizing that we are not that same person anymore. Like, we needed to make that mistake to even come to this realization. And it wasn't even a mistake. Like, failure is just simply feedback, right? Like, it was like feedback, like, oh, we need to do money in our work, we need to learn how to manage our money. And so just because you made that mistake in the past does not mean you're gonna make it. In fact, the fact that you did make that mistake in the past means that you are not going to make that mistake now, because you learned through those mistakes. You learn through that process, right? This was a big one I was carrying because in my real estate business in my early 20s, I was making multiple six figures a year, which was a lot of money at that time, especially for that age. And at the end of that whole experience, even though I had all of this wisdom and life lessons, I had nothing to show for it because I didn't know how to manage my money and I didn't have anything left. However, what I did have was so much business experience, so much wisdom, so much like customer client experience. So like a decade later, when I started this business, like I hit the ground running, and like my first year with this business was exactly the year that I ended the last like highest income that I had in my real estate business, which is really funny because it was like my internal meter, my money meter was like set to that amount. And then I just like scaled up really, really, really quickly because I didn't need to have that money to make this money, because I needed the wisdom, right? Like I knew the lessons, the gifts, all of that like knowledge and wisdom inside of me. I was able to take it and like monetize it right away. So making that mistake in the past doesn't make you dumb, it makes you smart. Like you're now wiser because of it. Yes, I want abundance in your life. Yes, I want prosperity in your life. Yes, of course I want you to have wealth. But how the hell are you supposed to get all those things and have all those things and become all those things if you still have weirdness around money? And girl, I know you're making the six figures. So even when you're making the six figures is what they give us to make us forget about our dreams, to make us forget about our desires. Like six figures, like unless you're making that while you're sleeping, unless that's coming in every single day, that's nothing. That's nothing. Like think of God's infinite potential of what is available to us. Think of right now the trillions of dollars that are literally circulating in the economy right now, probably just even in your own neighborhood. There's transactions happening right now all around you, in cash, in coins, through wire transfer, Stripe, PayPal, Venmo, Cash App, through all the things that I don't even know about because money is coming in so fast. See, even nature agrees with me. Just started beautifully raining on me. Just as I talked about, there's literally trillions of dollars circulating around you. And you're over here playing small because you want to talk about abundance, which then makes you feel like, okay, we escaped it. We didn't really touch on money. I'm safe. No one's going to judge me now. I'm not going to have to do all the things that I think will happen, all the bad things that will happen if I actually allow in more money. So here's my invitation to you. Money, 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 money. As an experiment, I want you to notice every place where you want to say money, but you like spiritually soften the edges by talking about abundance and prosperity instead. And again, there's nothing wrong with those words. I use those words literally all the time. All the time. But I also have no problem sitting here on the freaking internet talking about money. How much I love money, how much money helps society, how much money serves women, how much I just love money. Actually, at the end of the day, I don't even have to say that. I love money. Money is such an amazing spiritual tool and physical tool and just a money tool to like live your best life. Money makes everything easier. Money is so freaking amazing. Money right now is a healing portal for the divine feminine. Like if you're dancing around money, we haven't even started our healing yet then. We haven't even started. Until we really allow money to be in our hands as a collective, as an individual, and us really being okay with money, thriving with money, feeling turned on by money, that's the healing of the collective divine feminine. Because here's the thing, you not healing your money wounds is affecting your relationship with yourself, with your power, with your man, with your children, with your mother, with everyone. It's the same thing that's manifesting in new and new ways that just keep us disempowered. And so I've really been thinking about it, and the women in my Kainat Success Academy were talking about, well, maybe we do another course on money. And I have many courses on money, you guys know that. there's Millionaires Play Shop, there's my full $1 Million Babe money course. And I was like, yeah, that's a good idea. We could do a money course. And then I was sleeping on that for a couple days, and then I got the idea of doing a live stream series. But I'm like, no, that's just like everything else, and they're gonna take that for granted, and it's not gonna be the right portal. This morning I woke up and I knew in the depth of my soul, and I immediately created the entire thing. So I am inviting you into Queens of Money. This is a 3-day experience with me that starts this Friday, and on May 30th. It's going to be live on Zoom. There's going to be replays, and this is going to completely transform your relationship with money. Okay? We're not going to dance around with words like prosperity and abundance. We're going to talk about money. Why we're even weird using the word money, why we judge people, what's happening inside of us. Like, you guys know, everything I do is, nothing's basic, everything's deep. Like, so I don't even need to tell you about it. But if this is calling out to you, if you know that this was for you, if you know that Queens of Money, the 3-day experience is for you, there is a small cover charge of $44. This is how I'm launching it. I feel like the right people need to be in the room. I feel like I'm tapping into the collective energy of like thousands of people that need to hear this message. And after June 4th, it will be going to full price, which is going to be $444. Here's the truth, babe. What I'm sharing in here, just a few days ago, I was talking to my Kaina students, and this was going to be like a mastermind worth tens of thousands of dollars. So the way I do something, it's like I'm all in. So don't get turned off by the price. Like, I know it's only like $44 cover charge, but this is the work that I would put in a mastermind that I could charge tens of thousands of dollars for. Like, it's that potent, it's that life-changing, it's that deep. Because that's what I want to do, is create a movement where the collective healing for women starts, not through spiritually bypassing certain words, but really just owning the thing that has kept us in disempowerment, in so many just icky energies and situations and lifetimes, generation after generation, culture after culture. We're starting the movement that transmutes that once and for all. And here's the thing. Because this is a collective divine feminine thing, I really in my soul feel that this needs to be something that we do with a friend. So what I'm inviting you to do is, when you purchase this class, invite a friend. Now, this doesn't mean you give other people a login. That goes against our terms and conditions. That's stealing. But you either purchase one for yourself, one for a friend, or you purchase one and you have your mom purchase another one, your friend purchase another one, your co-worker, your sister. But this is a class, this is an experience where I highly recommend that you bring another woman. Of course, you're more than welcome to come by yourself, but then find a friend in the group. But this is going to compound on you the inner work that I'm sharing if you do this with another person, because right then and there you're already starting a movement of healing on the planet. So bring a friend, bring a sister, bring your mother, bring your daughter, bring a coworker, bring a woman that you met in my community, bring a woman that you met in another online community, someone you met at a book club. Bring another woman and really go deep doing this together, because this is not an individual thing. I think you keep telling yourself that this is a you problem. It is not, babe. This is not a you problem. This is a collective issue. Women are new to money. We just are. Previously, we've always had to access money through our father, through our brother, through our father, like our husband, through our son. The last few generations are the generations where we're now having money in our own hand. And of course we're wobbly with it. Of course we have limiting beliefs. Of course we sabotage. Of course we still hand over our power to anyone that will take it and help us. Like, I have so many stories of like powerful women, CEOs, CFOs, entrepreneurs, big business owners that still outsource their financial power to a husband, a friend, even an employee. Even an employee. Because it's a man, it's someone else. But we can't hold it. I've had to work through so much of this in my own journey to be able to manifest and hold and have this level of wealth. Nothing hurts my heart more than seeing women out here making millions of dollars and they still don't have something to show for it at the end of the day. Because the making of the money and then the holding the money and having the money and compounding it are different levels of inner work. But in this Queens of Money experience, all levels are welcome. All levels are welcome. This is an invitation. This is an initiation. Like, even if you are making millions of dollars in your business right now, I bet there are places where you're still outsourcing your power, where you're still telling disempowering stories, where you're still not activating your full potential. I believe that the female multimillionaires out there right now are meant to be billionaires. And the ones, soothing themselves with the 6-figure salary are meant to be multimillionaires. Like, we're already, always still working with all of these core beliefs that are holding us back. And yes, while we celebrate all the amazing achievements we've had as a collective with money, there is still so much work to be done. And it's fun work. Money, to me, that's like fun inner work. So the link is in the description box. We start this Friday. I'm so excited to have you. Send the link to all your friends, your mom, your sister. Bring them along, and this is going to be the money experience of generations. 7 generations back and 7 generations forward. I love you so much, and I'll see you in there.